Alright, so we got the passenger side pin lined up and going in. The driver's side's not quite lined up yet, but alright, so it's not exactly lined up, but it's threaded in the spring, so I think we'll raise up on it with the wrecker and then try to swivel the spring around and get it to line up. The other side, on the other hand, the other side's not quite ready yet. I don't know. We trying to get it lined up. We'll see what we can do. Like I said, I don't know. Needs to go up and back. I'm probably pry it back with the pry bar, and then maybe get it to go up. We'll see what we can do here. We're gonna try to finagle with it a minute and see what we can get. Hang on. All right. So what I think we're gonna have to do is unbolt the axle from the springs, so I can wiggle the springs around and get them to line up. Unfortunately, I didn't want to do that, but I think that's what we're gonna have to do. And I mean, it's not a big deal. Nothing's real tight anyway. You see, that one's out of line, and it'd just be easier to line up if they weren't bolted to the axle. So you can see that pin is caught because it won't go in. So we'll jack it up and we'll do that. But I'm liking the way it looks so far. I think it's going to drop it down where I want it, because it was awful high before. Like I said, it's still got pressure on the wrecker. This spring is higher in the rear than it should be, but this spring flex is pretty good because it's an air ride. So I think it's gonna do real good for me. Hang on. There you go. I cut that racket off. I know it's hard to hear me over that noise, but yeah, I like the way that's looking. So I actually set it down, and that'll get to where the pressure off those U-bolts, so I can loosen them up. And then once I get them loosened up, then I can jack it up, swing this spring forwards and get it lined up in the front, and get the other spring lined up, and then we can work on the rear hangers. But yeah, I think that's going to look much better. It don't look like a four-wheel drive anymore. And we'll get the axle centered in the fender and all that happy stuff that's important to get the look right. So I started to say a while ago, or the other day when I was videoing, about y'all's comments and everything. And one of the things that Working Dog also said is that, you know, I'm spending a lot of money on parts. And while that's true, you know, I've learned from Leroy, my W900 I ride every day, and from other projects, when you get them running and start driving them, it's harder to take them back down and work on them. And so what I've also learned is from working Leroy is, you know, instead of working on them all the time, I would rather, you know, if I'm building this truck the way I could have bought it if I could have ordered one and bought it like that. So I'm building everything the way I want it, and then I'm building it right so that when I start running it, I shouldn't have to do anything but regular maintenance on it for at least 3 years or so. I've got a 3-year warranty on my diffs and my transmission. I'm freshening my motor up, so it'll be all new. So, and then all the brake chambers, brake shoes, brake drums, wheel bearings, anything that's a wear item is going to be new. So I shouldn't have universal joints, all that stuff. You know, it'll be new, so I shouldn't have to worry about, like I said, anything but changing the oil and keeping it greased and all that for 2 or 3 years, I hope. Maybe longer than that, but we'll see. But man, I am liking the look of that. I mean, I don't know. I had to figure out what the ride height's gonna be, and I can't stand them drive tires on the front. They ugly, but yeah, this thing is gonna be sick. So I'm really getting excited, but I'm liking the way it looks. I really am. And the way I got it parked here, you can't really get an overall look at how it looks. But oh man, that is looking so good. But like I said, I do read y'all's comments. I enjoy the comments. Oh man, yeah. So keep on making them, keep on watching. I'm a video everything as I go, so y'all be seeing it as it happens. And get off of me. So yeah, oh yeah. I like the way that's looking. Much better than it was before. For sure. So like I said, really getting excited. It's coming together. So we'll finish braking. We'll get the front axle set up. I know I'm repeating myself, but I'm so excited, and I'm getting somewhere here. We got these rear axles set on the ground. So I think I can, hang on a second. All right, so I just unhooked the binders. So I'm gonna go ahead and get these chains off of here and get this rear suspension broke down and get ready to set all that up. Come here, Mr. Binder. So yeah, we'll have to pop this rear shaft out, and that way these rear housings will be separated, and that way, like I said, I think I'm gonna jack this thing up and crib it up, roll these axles out from underneath of it, and then do the same over here. I mean, I'm not sure about the order of operation. I might have to jack this one and crib it. roll these axles out, roll them axles under, and then that one will be done, and we'll have our axle housings to go under here, and then we'll get these axle housings out. This will probably happen first. I'll get these axle housings out, or get most of everything cut loose. Well, I think they're both gonna have to be cribbed up. I don't know, we'll see. I'm figuring it out, guys. I know I'm rambling, but I'm trying to figure it out, and I'll show you as we go. So y'all stay tuned and we'll show you more. Thank you.